Cancer, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for mid-October. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energies, and what you may not see coming. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this time with me. Thank you for clicking on the video and for your continued support. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Cancer today. Let's get into it. Let's get the first animal guiding us into this reading and what they have to tell you. What's going on? Rest of October. Ooh, we've got the card of Zebra. Open-mindedness. And you know what? And zebras are all about creating the magic, right? As the magic moves through its stripes. Also representative of the yin and the yang, the dance and the balance between both light and shadow. There's more than one way of looking at things, Cancer. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. Ooh, new ideas, Spirit. It like went on a neon sign. New ideas. There's new ideas coming forth, emerging in October for you. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving problems. Okay? Gotta keep an open mind. Let's see what this is about. Open-mindedness. Let's see. Looking at different perspectives on an idea. New viewpoints. I feel like there's hive mind going on. Collaborations, creativity, intuition, all that. Unlocking all of that. All right, let's get the overall general energy, Cancer. Ooh, all right. We had these two. We had all these three come out. We're going to just lay them out. This came with that. Ooh, oh boy. Beautiful. Oh, this is good. This is nice. Let me get one more and then we'll wrap this up here at once instead of stepping by stepping. And maybe that's what you're doing. Look at the big picture. Look at it as a whole instead of its individual parts. Well, now we're going to be quiet. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's talk about this, Cancer. Right here at the beginning, we have the overall general energy, you communing with your inner being, seeking inner wisdom, right? Connecting with the divine, getting the messages, getting the downloads. Orca. Look at, it's almost like they're having a little conversation. Oracle's like, swim in the deep waters. Go deep, man. Go deep. You're being called to be still the second half of October. Meditate. This is my card of meditation. In the Orca saying, the answers, the keys, lie in stillness. Communing with your own inner being. Okay? Recent past, again, this depth. We have the owl here. This is the card of the High Priestess in this deck. The owl, through observation, she's speaking to her ear. Are you listening? There are signs and symbols, synchronicities happening, downloads happening for you, Cancer. Are you getting it? I think you are. You're showing me that you have a deep, deep intuitive sensibility, the way you perceive the world, the way you move through the world. Very psychic energy here between the current energy and the recent past. I mean, I love this High Priestess. I mean, just take a look at that. And the owl in this deck is about that invitation. You have an invitation. It just arrived. It just reminded me of Harry Potter, you know, when you got the invitation flying through and the owl's carrying it, right? In the Muggle world. You're being invited to create more magic, to hear the magic, to listen to the magic, to be the magic. Do you hear it, Cancer? It's flying through the winds. And you're like, I hear it. I receive it. I'm downloading it. Because right now, current energy, we have the red panda of activation. Right? Standing in your sovereign power. Red pandas are all about your energy, safeguarding it and having visionary qualities. King of Wands. King of Wands. This could be about a person and what your intuition is saying about them, or it could be about your own power. Charging ahead, being motivated and activated to see through clearly, right? Focus on a clear direction in your vision. What you're moving toward in the immediate future is safe, supported love with these two otters. And this, for me, in this deck is about moving through the emotional ties with the people beside us that make it that much sweeter. And then we have the Seven of Thought with this fox energy, which is a little peculiar. This is about people wearing masks and trusting your instincts, okay? There's something this fox needs to convey to you. We're going to talk about it. It's something around feeling safe in your bonds. You could be trying to really hone in on your intuition right now around a situation and maneuvering your way through it. There's some sort of cunning strategy. I don't know what this is about because it's around the feeling of being safely supported in your connections. Seven of Swords in the tarot is traditionally not trusting something. You could be trying to be one step ahead around something, but it's about a connection in your life. Interesting. Or you're not sure about a connection in your life. There's a lot of thoughts going on around a connection in the immediate future. And Two of Wands is that time period where we're laying the past to rest and we're opening up into a new beginning. Okay. Now, let's get into some more frequencies here. I want to clarify what this orca is saying to you in your deep meditation, contemplation. What is this whale? What are you and the whale speaking of? Transformation. I have the power to transform my thoughts, feelings, and energy. Yes. Talking about that deep, intuitive sensibility. You're activating the magic through your own power of transformation. This is big. Okay. You could be working on transforming a situation by transforming your thoughts, feelings, and energy around it. Interesting. Okay. In the recent past, this healer's intuition with the owl, listen to your intuition, being highlighted. I release and open myself to the flow of life. You were intuitively guided to let go. Let go. And just release all the tension that was building up in a situation. And you were just almost like, let's just, USA. Get centered, my dears, right? Get clear, because it felt like something was turbulent. But it brought you back to inward. It brought you back to yourself as a result. Some sort of interaction. All right, current. These red pandas. They're so cute. Doesn't it look like they're just sitting in the sun? He's just smiling in the sun there. All right. Visionary qualities. It's interesting. I don't always open this up because it kind of whitewashes everything with light, which is nice. But when you're filming, you're like, too much light, too much light. But I just had to see it. It's a beautiful day here. And so I've got the light pouring through here this afternoon here in the room. Higher truth. Higher truth. That's what you're learning. The higher truth about your visions. I trust and align with my higher truth. You're a leader, Cancer. A lot of you are doing big work. You have big dreams, big plans. This is very similar to some of the Piscean energy because they had this for their overall general energy. Something going on in the watery realm, in that element, the second half. But again, one of your sister signs. We're going into Scorpio season, so we're turning from air to water here. There's some sort of peak moment of truth here going on in your awareness around a vision, something you want to create, something that you have a lot of energy to sustain you in building. It could have to do with something you're building with someone else, but there's a lot of moving parts. I'm not sure why this Seven of Thought is here. It's a little peculiar. It's like something could be undermining a connection. You're trying to see the higher truth of it. Someone else's higher truth, right? Is this aligning with yours? A yours and theirs kind of thing? Expand consciousness. Expand consciousness. I welcome expansion and connection in all forms. You could be expanding at this time and bringing in new connections and just being, you know what I mean? Just like, the Spirit's saying, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, Cancer. Maybe you're a little bit skeptical about finding that, building that, having that, acquiring that out in the world. Interesting. There's some sort of cleverness going on. You might have someone who's helping you expand and you're like, wow, this is a surprise. What is this? This is interesting. I am really There's something really, gosh, I don't know why I want to say this. I'm just going to say it. Something soft, sweet, and sexy here. It's like got all of the things. Okay, let's see. I don't know what it is. It's that King of Wands. I don't know, male or female, if that's you or somebody else. You've been going within, withdrawing your energy, though. Something's drawing you out. They're like, are you hearing Cocapelli's flute? I don't know what's going on. And you're like, oh, fine, I'll come out. I don't know. Let's see. You've been going through a beautiful transformation, though, sweethearts. What is this Two of Wands? Whoa. Knight of Pentacles. Coming out of a long journey, you know, seeing it through. You've been going through a challenging time. Maybe with others, with some of your connections, or just in general. Sometimes that's internal conflict and just a need to quiet things down, be still for a little while before you go into that period of acceleration with the energy. It's like you're trying to overcome something and it's taking you some time. It's taking time to overcome whatever it is. It's allowing you to transform. Whatever like was this ping that it could have been a trigger switch for you. You've been unraveling it, and now you're at that point where you're like, oh, I get it. Okay, I understand now. I know that sounds a little vague, but I think you guys feel me here. I want to just see this. I want to get one. Ooh, okay, yeah. You had to leave somebody out in the cold that you, there may be some sort of communication going on or spirit trying to help you through an abandonment trigger here. This is the card of an abandonment wound coming up. Or you abandoning someone else and them wanting to communicate with you. Okay. Someone that maybe you had conflict with, that you went to a little bit of sparring, you sparred, okay? Or you could be currently sparring with someone, communicating with them because of this open-mindedness, this horse. There's more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept alternative viewpoints and new ideas. Okay, so you could be trying to resolve a problem where you keep getting this abandonment wound hit in a connection, and you're going through this profound transformation, and it's taken time. This is also the card of new opportunities and being worried about finances in some regard and wanting to make the right choice. And almost slowing the energy down to get clear about making these healthy choices about whatever is incoming. So whether it's an incoming conversation from someone from the past, incoming opportunities in your career, or incoming opportunities to heal some abandonment stuff for you. Spirit is saying allow this time period and really sink into it and allow your intuition to speak clearly to you and through you. And it's helping you transform the thoughts, energy, and feelings around this situation. In the past, you were really being guided to release the tension, and psychically, you might have had psychic tension going on. Let's see. Let's clarify that. Ooh, strength wanted to pop out, but it didn't want to come all the way out. So you might have felt like there was some sort of situation that required a lot of inner strength, almost like an ego response from someone else, or you or both. Queen of Swords. There was some cuts made here. Some decisions. I'm hearing maybe even some ruthless decisions. Ruthless boundaries. But they were necessary. Maybe not normal for you, Cancer. If you put up almost like this, woof, you erected a wall. This could also be you needing to protect yourself psychically from somebody. So you can allow yourself to flow back again with life and release the tension that these interactions built up. And when I mean psychic release, it's when you connect with people on a very deep energetic level, it doesn't matter if you're not talking to them anymore physically, you're still engaging on an energetic realm. So, and that's psychic attacks, psychic feelings. I'm not talking about anything really negative here. It's just when I mean by that, a lot of people kind of misunderstand psychic attack, and it's not like, voodooism. I don't take it to that level, at least. It's more about being careful what you think, feel, and say about a situation and being mindful and not projecting any fear out into the world in that regard, and staying clean. And so I think that you were able to really pick up psychically on someone else's energy, and you decided, I need, what I mean by that as well, in my realm of definition around that, it's almost like it's not intentional. A lot of times people don't understand how much they can unload, right? Especially the people we love the most. And so this was, you were being guarded, right? You were being guided to guard. And so you could focus just on your energy and not someone else's, because there was a bleed over. Does that make sense? Let's keep going. It was the right thing to do. That's what Spirit's saying. It was the right thing to do. Yeah. It's about a King of Wands. Okay. Somebody that you were very drawn to, male or female. There is a soul contract. I said was. I'm not sure what's going on currently, because they're sitting here square in the middle and there's some sort of higher truth being revealed the second half of the month. This person could be revealing their truth to you. This could be a current, existing, past connection. I don't know who this is to you, but it's a soul bond. You have a history with this individual, okay? I don't want to, oh my gosh. My nails are longer than normal, y'all. I do healing work, but I actually got a manicure yesterday, and my nails are on point. And I'm having a hard time picking up this King of Wands. You're having a hard time with this person. Interesting. There's tension that was surmounted with this individual. It could even, this is weird, but it feels almost like a physical tension between the two of you. I think that you're upsetting the King of Wands. I don't know who this is. I'm very curious. You'll have to tell me in the comments. Who is this person? Fiery, magnetic, attractive, strong-willed, stubborn. It's almost like you might take in some of their energy, and Spirit's like, put up some safeguards there. But you're also being guided to really listen to your intuition about this individual and put up and exercise more logic than passion here. Like, whoa, Nelly. This is curious to me. Curious to me. There's some sort of higher truth about this King of Wands in your life. Again, male or female, doesn't have to be, don't get caught in the gender, but it's someone who's very fiery. And if this has to do more with you and you, your inner child is trying to be, there's this need for you to soothe deeply your inner child at this time. You were called to do that in the past. You were intuitively guided to do that. So you could release this tension that was built up inside of you, that was creating abandonment for you, almost repetitively, reinforcing that. You've had to slow yourself down and get clear on all that. Break it down, break it down. That's what this is about. Love. There's some sort of releasing going on. Five of Cups is cups of sadness, of loss. It's almost like there was a love lost here because you didn't have the same vision. And that's okay. Or it's currently you don't have the same vision. And that's okay. You're trying to find the higher truth in this bond for you. And I think that it invokes something in you. That's why people come in, right? Shakes up our lives in profound ways. So currently, I think that you're trying to overcome some sadness and you're not sure about what's next. I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty. And you're trying to trust and align with the higher truth that this person holds in your life and the whys. I think they're here to help you trust and love in the safety of love and expand your consciousness. Whether they stay in your life or not, isn't that always, there's always a reason underneath it all. Always. Cancer. It seems to me you may miss somebody. But there's a higher truth in the interactions you had with this person. Definitely created a bit of a stir in the past. You're in a better place with it now, But I think you're still in the, releasing. It's almost like shifting your beliefs and what's possible for you. Just because this may have not worked out for some of you, or you're going through a tough time, it's almost like, you were worthy of everything that you desire. Don't assign your happiness to one person, you all. Okay? And as far as this relates to you and the inner child wanting love and soothing, you're right there grabbing this child's hand, and that child's starting to come out and starting to trust you more. Wow, there's like this stillness that kind of came over this reading, like this silent stillness. I feel like currently you could be moving through unexpected sadness. It could be nostalgia. It could be reminiscing about somebody. So you can cement something in your growth. Interesting. Yeah. You're going through a beautiful transformation, my dear. Scorpio season is going to be massive for you in shifting your beliefs around love in general, divine love. You're unsure about charging forward and calling in new experiences or a situation that has been unpredictable. Wow. You're going through a powerful transformation around your star energy. Very Aquarian. This Plutonian shift here into Aquarius is going to change everything for you. If you've been going through like a rough time since 2007 or 8, the last 20 years of Pluto is shifting. It's shifting powerfully. I don't know enough about astrology to see how it affects Pisces. Like, I wish I could say, oh, it's in your whatever house. And all I know is there's something around that alignment shifting. I think things are going to get a lot easier for you, Cancer. I feel that. You've had a lot of, I think this is more than one situation where you couldn't trust that you would be safely held and supported in the bond. And it expanded your consciousness to have these tangos, right? And it has redefined what your star energy is for you. You've been going through this slow process of an ending, but it's about a belief system at this point and no longer about anybody else. And about keeping an open mind and looking at new ways of resolving the tension in your heart around the bonds that you really want to cultivate and create and deepen in your life. And almost like, it's like the more you focus on loving that inner child and holding your hand and making her feel safe or him safe all the time, the more you're going to trust in the bonds that you create outside of you. It all begins with the self. You're doing powerful, like, inner work, inner healing work. This expanded consciousness is really profound coming in. Welcome it. Welcome it. I think you've got a new experience coming in. It might surprise you. This is kind of a sudden shift in the energy. A passionate new direction is coming in for you to expand your consciousness when it comes to your belief in trusting in safe, supported love. It could come in the way of a new friend. It could come in the way of a new lover if you're single. Now, if you've been dealing with this King of Wands and it's still active, you could potentially have communication the second half of this month around this person. And you kind of know it, that it could be coming back around. I'm not really seeing a reconciliation. I'm seeing you reconciling the emotions and the thoughts and feelings around this and laying them to rest and making peace with it. So it doesn't interfere with what you're trying to build in the future. It's all serving your expanded awareness of self and what you need to feel safe. Let's get some advice. This felt like a very clean, I just feel like, after you have a good cry with a friend and you're coming to terms with the truth of a situation, it feels like that energy, like after that good long cry, and you're in acceptance over the events and you're releasing it. And that's what this feels like. Some of you are releasing a King of Wands. And you've been challenged to find the light again, right? But you've got a lot of happiness coming. I think you know it. You see it. Three of Pentacles. Some of you are currently having a difficult time in a connection. Clearing up some trust issues. Because you've got an energy that's been unreliable. And you're like, this has got to change. You can't just come and go as you please. Right? This is hurting me. Communicating your truth. Being mindful of the words you speak. Releasing the tension between you and another. That's what this looks like. A lot of you are currently dealing with someone actively right now in a connection, and it's not been easy. Let's get the advice. But this second half, I think that what's happening, this is major arcana over this. It's serving your expanded awareness. And there's a death process going on right now and in the near future. I think that ultimately you're going to be charging forward towards your star energy. I'm just curious, why is the star here? You're back and forth about whether someone is going to fit that criteria. You got somebody else in the picture here. There's a King of Pentacles. I feel like maybe some of you are trying to lay to rest a King of Wands. And you're calling in something more stable. You know? Wow, this King of Wands really impacted you. All right, let's see. 10 of Cups. Cancer. 8 of Cups. 2 of Swords. This is you saying no more. No more. I deserve emotional happiness. I deserve emotional fulfillment. I deserve everything. And you know what? I got to release this. I got to say no to this. Spirit's telling you you did the right thing. If you had to turn someone out in the cold and it's challenging you to maintain that and not go back to the past, you did the right thing. And as far as your inner child, she wants to play. He wants to play. Let go of everything that's burdened you emotionally in the past, okay? You're at a crossroads in your life right now, and you're going to get through this, okay? This is about your expanding your consciousness. These are beautiful affirmations here around your own transformation. Ultimately, you have the power to transform your life at this time and to release the tension. See the higher truth of all these experiences you've had recently and welcome expansion in all forms as a result, okay? Let's get a final card pull for the Animal Spirit Oracle. What animals want to come forward, Spirit, and send their message to you? It's weird because I felt coming into this energy, everything slowed down. It's almost like, when you get up really early in the morning and you're looking out at a body of water and it's just calm, no ripples. I feel like there were a lot of ripples in the recent past, and then you've been sitting on that perch waiting for all the ripples to die down, and now you're sitting there and it's finally still. And there's this calm, cool pause of stillness. I mean, that's what she's doing. Letting the waters settle. The emotional waters settle. So you can get clear about your long-term emotional fulfillment. Finding that inner being again. Through it all. All right. Animal Spirit. Yes. Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. I feel like there's another one. Yeah. Groundhog Spirit. Time to let go. Time to let go. I'm going to read a little bit of both, okay? Let's see the both. Yeah, it's almost like, he's like, I don't want to let go. I want to hold on to this. And Turkey's just like parading through town. I'm good. All good over here. Powerful messages here through the animals. That time to let go feels like it's stronger than the turkey. Based on the reading. Have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality? Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog Spirit has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past, to allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve it if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring, and endings always give birth to beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that is Spirit's promise to you. All right, and then Turkey. Number 61. I was just looking at the time. 61, my dears. Where are we here? I feel like you're a little worn out, Hans. I feel that. A little worn out. Okay. Are you giving in order to receive in kind, keeping tally of how much you have given and what is owed you? This is not the way to experience abundance. When Turkey Spirit is in the protection... Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry, y'all. Oracle message. Turkey Spirit, you know what? Yeah. Turkey Spirit message for you is that you always have the potential to manifest a rich reality. For the turkey represents generosity and a celebration of abundance through giving to others. Give freely without expectation, and you shall receive. For the manifestation of abundance is happening right now. Align with it by sharing your good fortune with others, whether you give money, loving guidance, the gift of listening, or kindness in any form. Immerse yourself in the flow of generous abundance, being a channel for Turkey Spirit and the desire of Spirit to see all beings experience the blessing of plenty. Give with gratitude and grace from a wellspring of love and compassion, knowing that Spirit will respond by giving you all that you need in this moment and all moments to come. Yeah, I think that there's this spirit of go with grace, be grateful for the blessing that this one has served and will continue to serve you in your transformation as you orient yourself to the renewal of hope and faith and you move forward on your journey. All right? May grace be with you. It feels that way. There's this beautiful grace in this reading that is very palpable to me in your expansion of the higher truth and in your consciousness. These are powerful cards. Okay? Wow. Keep an open mind. I think you're ready to accept a different point of view in what has happened in the recent past, okay? I'm sending love. Take care.